I forgot to say before to thank Teresa Nickray, I think her name is. She pressed the super thanks for me, and I forgot to mention it before. I couldn't remember her name as I was videoing, so I've had to look at it. But I'm back from the hospital now, and everything's fine. But I know, like, people say they should do face-to-face, but it cost me £30 for taxis. And I went in and out, and I was in and out within not even 2 minutes. I walked in and he said to me, I thought I was in the wrong department for the start, because when I went to the urology department, they said, oh no, your name's not down here. So she looked on the computer, she said, oh, you're up there in the yellow zone. Goes the yellow zone, and they said dermatology. And I thought, oh God, what am I here for? I'm thinking, is it that on my face? And so, no, that's a freckle. That's being looked at. I'm thinking, what the bloody hell? Dermatology, that's your skin. I'm saying to my daughter, have I been complaining about my skin, something on my skin, lady? She said, not that I've noticed, mother, now. I said, well, what am I in the dermatology part for? She said, I haven't got a clue. So anyway, it goes in, comes out. I was in and out in no time, and people had sitting there were saying, oh, that woman's only just gone in. And I had. And I went in and he said to me, how have you been? I said, well, since December, since it was last year when you told me to get the probiotics and the cranberry tablets. I said, I've been fine, doctor, absolutely fine. So he said, oh, that's good. I said, I've had 4 little near flare-ups where I felt the heavy dragon. I said, but I took bicarb and water. He said, oh, good, good. He said, that's good. And I knew that was because I've done it all my life to take the sting away. It's also good for gout. If you've got gout, take that. And you know me knee give out. And I said to John, because when we were on holiday one time, John suffers with gout terrible. And I said to him, do you know what, John? If that bicarbonate water takes away the stinging, like the acid in your water, I said, shouldn't that work for your gout? I said, it won't do no harm to try it because it's good for heartburn and everything, isn't it? The wind, get your wind up and that. So he took it and he went about an hour after, he went, friggin' hell, Scar. He said, that has eased me feet. Where the pain was in his foot, his big toe mostly. And he said, it has eased it. So I says to the doctor that I'd done that, and he went, very good, very good. I said, but I said, it's never actually turned into the water infection, but just the symptoms were starting. I know the symptoms. So there you go. So little handy tip for you there, wasn't it? Bicarbonate water. And as I was going to say, if they only rung, I know people want face-to-face because if you're really ill, you need a face-to-face. But if they'd have rung me the week before and said, how have you been getting on? Do you still need this appointment next week? I'd have told them I'd been fine with it, because as I say, it cost me £30 with taxis and what have you to get there and back. And I could have saved that money, but I was frightened of my leg going. My daughter was with me, but I was frightened of my leg going. But if they'd have rung me the week before, and I could have said to them, I've been fine since, apart from them little flare-ups, took blah, 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 because that's all he said. He said, oh, keep carrying on what you're doing. So it just shows you, doesn't it, that I could have, someone else more serious could have got my appointment today with the urology doctor. Anyway, stop your moaning, Catherine, will you? You never figure to stop. You moan if it's raining, you moan if it's too hot. All right, there's any need for that. So I'm okay. I just thought I'd come on and update you. Everything seems to be fine and dandy. Thank you very much for being concerned, and thank you very much for commenting as well. And it come up before, I've never seen this before. It said, who comments the most? And a woman with seasons change. She's got 18,000. And next to her is Patty Patsy. She's got 12,000 comments she's made. I don't know if that's from when it first began or what, but that's how many was coming up. And I thought, oh, I've never noticed that before, how many comments they've made on your channel. So it's good to know, isn't it? Don't suppose I'll remember where I found it for if I do it again, like, but thanks for being concerned and saying to me best of luck at the hospital. Everything's fine, everything's dandy. Carry on as I am. I was all right going. You know, I was leaning on my daughter. I was leaning on her, so it was okay. So thanks for all your concerns and that. This old girls. Fine and dandy, tough as our boots. Get there, get it seen to, get home. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye for now. Love you all. Keep doing what you're doing. Bye.